I am not black. I am not black. This is spirit realm shit. It is. The realms are merging. Look at that, dude.
They said we start at 4 o'clock, man. It's almost 4:30.
That's it. Look, we got a rainbow in the sky. Oh, a cloud.
Google Clouds,
That is spirit realm shit. It is. The realms are merging. Look at that, dude.
It's not what we have been told. But they tell us, just very discreetly, like how this trail here is called the Dragon Head Trail. And it just happens to be right next to the Dragon Canyon. And this giant dragon takes up almost the entire state of Utah. And you can see it here, outlined in red right to its head. And how the belly of the dragon trails just literally probably happen to be the belly or the insides of a giant dragon. And when you go to the other side of the country and see similar things that are located right there, just also happen to be the insides of another giant petrified dragon with its spewing there and its mouth here and eyes there and its body almost the entire East Coast. And then when you leave the United States and go across the earth and you check out the Mayan volcano and see another dragon clear as day, and you realize the real reasons that volcanoes exist. But of course, this is all for entertainment purposes. I know.
Falls Antarctica is a very unique waterfall. And when it's flowing, it's only obvious. It's blood from a massive creature, and I'm showing you why. This is the outlet of the waterfall. And this, my friends, is the reasoning behind it. Mud Fossils University explains the blood in detail. While you're at it, check out Dragon Earther videos. The ice on this creature falls into the creature's skin grooves. This is why they don't want the ice to melt. It has nothing to do with global warming. It's to cover up the dragons at blood.
This, you guys, it looks like the Earth went through another upgrade, y'all. What the heck? Bro, have you guys ever seen this before? This is supposedly a bird. A bird, you guys. Why does it look like a... You know what I'm saying? You know what? Why does it look like that? Oh my goodness. Look at this over here. Here's another picture of it. Oh my God, y'all. This is called the great-eared nightjar. The great-eared nightjar. The great-eared nightjar. And it looks straight out of the movie How to Train Your Dragon. Have y'all seen that? We talked about that. Resembling a mythical creature from folklore, it is only found in Southwest India and Southeast Asia. This bird is only nocturnal, y'all. Think about it. You see that thing at night? What? Are you kidding me? It says at nighttime it is basically invisible. The bird becomes a skilled predator, using its large carnivorous mouth to snatch flying insects midair with precision. Once called goatsuckers by ancient civilization, they were erroneously thought to drain livestock of milk. Is that La Chupacabra? Remember that? Would this be like the version of La Chupacabra? Look at that, y'all. This is crazy. It looks just like a little baby dragon, y'all. This is crazy. What a time to be alive. Let's get it, y'all. Let me know what you guys think.
This is Google Earth. China. There's a dragon. In China. A monster. We're going to go inside that eye and have a look around. I'm going to show you some things. And then you can verify it by checking it out yourself. The coordinates are on the bottom of the picture. You'll notice that skirt all the way around the eye, the ribbon. You know what those are? Let's take a look. Biology. Those are veins connecting to tear ducts that we all have in our eye. Here's a picture of those squiggly little spider veins in your eye. Capillaries feed the blood supply. Now, I'm not the first one to notice this dragon. Roger Spur at Mud Fossil University made a video on it, but this is about as far as he went with it. So the next findings are all going to be mine. That's definitely biology. In the far right hand corner, you'll see these structures. Something curious. Don't know what it is, what it means. But whatever it is, it matches the landscape of the eye and the color perfectly. They're either raised walls or a depression of some sort. Bottom right corner of the eye, you see that green stuff, that's a structure of some sort, buildings. But notice the structure to the right, the image imprinted inside of it. Here's some more of the landscape. You can see there's a town right there in the middle of the eye. Boston town in China. Literally living in the eye of the dragon. This is where it all came from, folks. These are the titans. These are the earth. The earth is a literal cemetery of dead creatures. And then there's this. Another shot of it. And all the connecting lines and dots and zigzags like these run from top to bottom in the eye. Here's something interesting. You see that stick figure in the middle, the bottom middle there? Looks like wearing a little hat.
debated for a while on whether or not I wanted to make a video about this topic because it's just so ridiculous. This slideshow that I was tagged in is really trying to convince people that we live on a giant fire-breathing dragon. This right here is the head of that dragon below Drake's Passage, and then whoa, the head actually shifts, so the dragon must be waking up, right? While at first it might appear that this is pretty weird to see this giant landmass moving, if you actually zoom into the map and look at these reference points for where the lines are drawn, the rotation is completely off. Again, here, watch this, and here. So obviously if there's tilt, it's going to look like the head moved. But not only this guy points to all these small islands at the end of the dragon's head, saying that this is where the dragon breathes from because there's smoke coming from it. But again, it's really easy to disprove this because this is where there's a lot of volcanic activity, and volcanoes underwater create islands. So hey man, the choice is yours. You can believe this if you want to, but which one is more likely? That we're living on a giant continental-sized dragon, or your lines are completely off, and these islands are created by volcanic activity? I don't know. I choose the latter.
To show y'all some crazy photographs. Get ready, because it's going to get a lot interesting, all right? This is from my friend Angel, okay? My friend Angel has a pretty powerful camera and takes pictures of the sky at some times, all right? One night she came across this over here. This is not edited, this is not photographed, this is a real live picture, y'all. What do you guys see over here, okay? Look at this over here, all right? Not to mention the clouds. Look at the clouds. What does that look like to you guys? Doesn't it look like some entities in the clouds? Some kind of, ancient, majestic looking beings? And even this one over here? Okay, right? Look at this. Look at this. What is that? Do you guys see that? She zoomed in and she came across this. Why does it look like it have wings? Why does it look like it have wings? And that thing looks pretty massive. It looks pretty massive to me, y'all. And a tail? Bro, are you kidding me? Y'all, do y'all see this? And then the same night, she came across this, y'all. Look at this. The lights going on in the sky. And then these things coming out of it. Flying out of it. What is this, y'all? What is going on here? Do y'all see that? There's a lot going on in these pictures. You know how the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words? Like, I'm kind of speechless. What is going on here? Now, and besides all that, did you guys hear about this portal opening up in Iceland? Y'all see the Aurora Borealis, right? And the sky is fogged out because you can't see the stars. You barely can see the stars. But look, there was a portal that opened up in Iceland. Do you guys see that? I went live earlier and I showed this and I said it looks just like the Disney logo. Y'all remember they said Disney had stopped airing and then this portal opened up looking like the Disney logo? Everything literally mirrors in the universe, y'all. But look at that. All this stuff is going on and there's a portal opening up in Iceland. I told y'all when we see the Aurora Borealis, they're telling us there's a portal in the sky. There's a city in the sky. And then today we come across this thing, the Great Ear Nightjar, that literally looks like a majestic being, a dragon being. Look like me a little bit. Look at that. But yes, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this video. We are the Dragon Beings. Y'all know that. We are the Dragon Beings. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this.
And he is absolutely right. We who are the so-called African Americans and those like us around the world, these golden energy beings, we are dragon beings. You have to understand when the Chitauri, which are the Africans, which are the what they call black reptilians, came here, they fought against us because they wanted to conquer this land. Resources that we had, the gold, the diamond, the uranium, the plutonium, the deposits. I mean, they fought against us, huge battles that was fought to control the planet Dragon. All right. Our sun is giving out solar flares, is charging up our dragon bodies. All of these whites and these Asians are not us. They were created in laboratories to be biological weapons to hold us down. While you think they have these jail cells, they are locking up the dragons, slaying the dragon. That's their whole ordeal, to slay the dragon. And we so-called African Americans, those who are what you call those who from Ukraine, UK, not Ukraine, but UK, all those who still reside in Russia that resemble us are still the dragons. Those who are still in China are still the dragons. Those who are still in Japan are still the dragons. Those who are still in India are still the dragons. The dragon bloodline resides here. You have to understand that we have beings who were created in laboratories to fight against us, and we just can't see it. Brothers and sisters literally mating and metabolizing with the enemy. Those who were designed to wash the original bloodline out. Alright? We are known as the Anunnaki or the serpent beings. This is who we are. Alright? Okay. The Bible, I told you that Bible is the history book of those known as the Africans, the Shatari, all right? You got to remember those dark-skinned individuals who are known as the Africans. These are the Israelites, the children of Israel, and they came here to battle against the original inhabitants, which are dragon beings, all right? They didn't want to tell you in the book of, I forgot what book that was, I think it was Exodus, when they said they came here, all right, and there were giants in the land. What were giants? They were talking about we were giant beings. We were beings of this dragon property, all right. We as the so-called African American carry the DNA of the dragons. That's why our organs are so rich and powerful and pure of all kind of radioactive energy. It was the sun, the moon, all this deals with us as the original beings. You have to understand that we are the dragon and that our planet is literally our mother. All right? Africa is not the motherland. Africa is literally the remnants of a dragon that was once alive, and whoever Yahweh, Yahuda, Jehovah, they were warriors for the invaders who came here to fight against us, right? Yeah, they came here. They came here. That was their whole duty, because they needed to fight for what? To own the resources. This is why everything is against us. Understand on a higher level. Their book, the Bible, is their history book to show what they did and how they did it. And so many of us just can't see it.
Some people say Africa is a skull island. I say it's a dragon. Land masses of titanic size, all dragons. I can't seem to find one. It's a giant skull. It's common. The dragons are everywhere, all shapes and sizes. From Morocco to Oregon, even the Himalayas. With that, I present to you the African dragon, or the dragon of Africa.
The largest dinosaurs there are. These giant dragons wouldn't even have known they were alive. This, all the way from here to there, is a dragon. And this is Typhon in the desert. Now, I'm going to show you him outlined. If you haven't seen him before, it's hard for you to make him out until you see him outlined. Now, here he is with his red flared eye. This is his throat. It comes all the way down. All this is just runoff of the fluids that are eroding from him. And this is from his spitting out to try to attack something. I'll show you that in a second, too. But this is what he looks like. Now, drawn over the top of him, he looks like this. All right, there's his flared, flashy feathers or whatever he has, scales. And here's the scales on his throat. There's his red flared eye. Now, let's look at him on Google Earth. All right, let's turn this so that he's flat. Boom, there we go. There's his nose. There's his red flared eye. This flashy looking stuff runs all the way down. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And this is his throat. Runs all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And it got cut right there. And I'm going to show you something that's going to show you. Everybody knew this in the past. Now, here's his head. There's his head. There's his red flared eye. And it's exactly what they say in Apollodorus. He had a red flashing eye. These are his beards right here. And this one here is what's spitting out this toxin. This is a nasty, nasty toxin. You see this? This is not your normal average desert. And I have some stuff that will show this has got some nasty chemicals in it. And they're blowing all the way across Africa. Now, here's his throat. These are scales. You see, this is the jowls right here. And then,
as you can see, this is a depiction of a dragon. All right, this is a depiction of a dragon, and this is the actual footage of a dragon. Africa is not the motherland. Africa is literally the remnant of a dragon. Africa is a remnant of a dragon that once lived, that died long ago, that was killed. But guess what? We as the original beings, we as the children of the dragon, as we rebirth and we identify ourselves under this dragon bloodline, what happens? We bring the dragon back to life. All of these inorganic beings who run around here calling themselves controlling us and ruling us, they know who we are. You gotta understand the whole science of this, right? You gotta understand this is deeper than just, African Americans are fought against because of the scale color of our skin. No. Because they know the history of who we are. They know that we carry the dragon bloodline. And that's why they need us to be in the music and the politics and the religion and the educational system and pornography and everything else, because they need us to be closed-minded, because they know there is a celestial energy that happens, and when we awaken, the dragon that is our great mother awakens as well, and this is the destruction of them and their entire system. We think our sun and our moon is doing their dragon entities as well. Very much alive. Brothers and sisters, welcome to Planet Dragon. We're going to cover some more of this information a little later. Alright? Much power to you all. Our planet is a dragon. A lot of them.
I am not black.